Hey guys, Kaz here. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. I know I'm doing pretty good. It is a interesting video I'm doing today because I'm talking about the lottery. Yes, the lottery has a $1.3 billion pot. I find this very, very interesting right now. I'm very shocked that it's gone on for this long. I do believe this is the world's largest lottery. I could be wrong on that, but I do know it's the North American's largest lottery of $1.3 billion, which is going to be for this Wednesday's draw, which ironically is going to be the 13th. Wednesday the 13th is going to be the draw for this lottery. Now, by then, they're expecting it to get to at least 1.4 billion, maybe 1.5 billion. But, a couple things that I just really kind of curious about this, just kind of looking at it for what it really is. And, you just can't help but scratch your head and say, what's really going on here? Is this, this has never really happened before. And it's just kind of strange how it's going on. So I've been doing some thinking, just kind of thinking outside the box a little bit. I came up with a couple of things. And, just kind of think about it as a society type thing. Times are hard for like 80% of the country right now. Black Friday, their numbers came out and they were down 13% from 2013. And, it's just the expectations for Black Friday and the week of Black Friday, including the weekend, was just nowhere near what they were planning for. So the writing is on the wall. Even though the media says the economy is fine, the writing is definitely on the wall. But a couple things that scare me about the economy right now is that Macy's has just announced a $400 million restructuring, including a major layoff, multiple store closings, and they also said permanent job loss for some people, which means that those people are just going to be cut from the company, whether they're closing those departments or whatever. They're not laying those people off. They are eliminating those positions, and those people will be gone. It's really scary right now, especially with the way things are going. The Chinese stock market, the U.S. stock market, lots of crazy things going on right now. But, I was thinking about, maybe lower income people like myself. I don't consider myself lower income, but I don't make a ton of money with what I do. But there's a lot of poor people spending every nickel and dime that they can get on this lottery, and that's probably something that they shouldn't be doing. I know that they're tired of struggling. They've had, circumstances in their life. Not everything that is brought on to somebody is something of their own doing. Some people are poor due to circumstance, and I've been there before. I understand that aspect of it. Most of you know my recent history with the economy collapse back in 2008, 2009, and what I went through. Luckily for me, I'm almost back on my feet, but I am playing the lottery though. And, it's like, the people who are the most needy for money, they should be spending this money on food, water, housing. I'm not going to tell them that they shouldn't be playing, but the one thing that they shouldn't be doing is going over and above their means on this, chance of winning all this money. But, I can't end this video without talking about a possible conspiracy. And here is my thought on this, is that, is the government causing this lottery to go on and on and on? And here's my point. I got a great point to it. The economy is in the crapper. Jobs are not plentiful, at least not good jobs. Even though Obama says the economy is doing well, it is not doing well. As I just stated earlier in the video, it's not doing well at all. And so, less income, less purchasing, less buying, less being out and about, less gasoline use. Let's face it, that's less tax money that the government gets to bring in, even the state. So, is this kind of putting a conspiracy thing on it? Is this something that the government is doing in a way to take money from the people. And the one thing that pops into my mind is the Hunger Games. I mean, the Hunger Games is a complete scenario like this, absolutely a scenario like this. And with the amount of people playing the lottery, I cannot help but toss in the Hunger Games conspiracy thinking idea to this lottery. But anyway, tell me what you think. Get a ticket. You're my good friend. Don't forget about me, because I won't forget about you. But just let me know what you think about this lottery. It's going to be 1.4, 1.5 billion by the time Wednesday gets here. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Buy a ticket.